guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my second update for my Pan That palette for 2022. I am working on two palettes like it's been my tradition every year. I'm working on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette, which is a face palette in the light to medium skin tones. And the other one is a 6 shadow palette from Sephora, the Sephora brand. And I'm going to start, I think, with the Shapeshifter palette. So let me show you guys where I was the last time. And starting with the powder side, as you guys can see, I was able to finish completely that skin tone powder. Didn't have a lot left, so I repressed it actually into another compact just because I felt like I was grabbing some of the bronzer on the shadow on the brush. So I did repress it into another compact and I was able to finish it. I loved the powder. It had great coverage. It matched me perfectly. So I really enjoyed that powder. And then the other powders don't seem to have a lot of progress. I was kind of mixing my bronzer brush on both of these two shades, but I decided to just focus on one shade just for my own sanity, so I know that there's more progress. And so I've been focusing my brush on this color right here, which is the lightest, I think, warmer color of the two. Is that right? And you can't really feel a dip in it or anything, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see. I don't know if you guys can appreciate it as good as I can when I see it. I don't know, it doesn't really look like much, but like I can really tell, especially like towards this area right here. So hopefully, I mean, I'm nowhere near hitting pan on this guy, but hopefully by next update, I'll have more of a defined dip and then I'll feel like I'm making some progress. Because right now I feel like those bronzers are gonna last me forever and a half. Something that I'm very excited about is this highlighter. I'm not wearing any of these products today, by the way, but there is a dip. I hope you guys can see. You can't really see it from the sides, but I think you can see with the lighting and the shadowing, you can see like the circle right here. I feel like I'm so close to hitting pan on this highlighter. It's one of those things that like every time I use it, every day I'm like, oh, it's today the day, and of course it's not. But I feel like when I least expect it, I'm gonna be hitting pan. I love this highlighter. I think it's in the color Sin, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say in the back, but I think it's in the color Sin. I love it. These powders are great. Overall, I am enjoying using them. I think they're great quality, and I'm glad that I got this palette finally because I've had it in my collection for a long time. So let's switch back to the cream side, shall we? Let me show you guys where I was the last time. And I really should have cleaned this before I'm showing you guys, but this is what the palette is looking like right now. So first things first, obviously I used up the cream highlighter that was in here. Very, very excited about that. And then, oh gosh. Okay, so this kind of peachy color correcting thing had already hit pan last update, but I hope you guys can see I expanded the pan tremendously. It's very, very much more noticeable. I am having now to use a brush to apply it because the product is so thin around the edges that it kind of like hurts my finger. So I'm afraid I'm gonna like cut myself with a little metal pan. So I've been having to use a brush to apply it. And then the more pinky concealer, I should have cleaned this, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I finally hit pan. I had not hit pan before, but I did. It's right there. There, I cleaned it up a little bit. Baby pan, but it's still pan nonetheless. I'm very happy with that progress. And then the more yellow concealer, I have used it. I have a dip in it, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to actually hitting pan. This is the one that has the least amount of progress. And I don't know if I'm gonna be hitting pan on it by next update. I feel like I might finish this one by next update, but who knows. I really enjoy the quality of this correctors / concealers. They work really well under the eye. They blend really well. I am setting it with the Too Faced Sweet Peach loose powder, and it works great. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look dry and crepey. I love the effect that I'm getting. And then you guys know the cream contour side. I haven't touched it yet. might want to get to it soonish, but I always mean like I'm gonna try this under my foundation and then the bronzer on top of my foundation, but I always forget that step. So we'll see when I start using this one. But for now, I'm very happy with the progress that I've done on this palette, and I'm excited to keep working on it. So that's it for the face palette. Now for the eyeshadow palette, let me show you guys where I was the last time. And this is where I'm at with my eyeshadow palette. I am so happy with this. I'm so glad I picked such a boring palette. But yeah, let's talk about this, shall we? I have the picture here from last update for comparison because there's a lot going on here. So starting off with this dark brown shade, I expanded the pan quite, I think maybe I doubled it in comparison to last update. This is the color that I'm wearing on my brows. I don't see myself needing to repress it just yet. I think I can still use it until I get to the edges. I am using a small liner brush, so it's fine enough that I can fit it into the little edge of the pan. And then, so I'm very happy about that. Then I also expanded the pan on this cooler brown. I had said that I felt like this color was a little muddy on my eyes, but I've been making it work. I'm not a fan of how, like a big fan of how it looks, but it makes the looks complete. It's not like the worst shade I've ever used or the worst color. Just not a fan of it. I did also maybe double the size of the pan in this one, so I'm very happy. This one is very powdery, so the crease brush that I'm using does create a lot of kick up, so I think that's where some of the progress is coming from as well. This shade right here, I don't know if you guys can see, I had already hit pan last update, but it was very small. I think I also might have doubled the pan on this guy right here. This is kind of one of the shades that I use for an everyday look. Like, I always wear the same look, and I think that's why it has that much progress. And these two shades I tend to use as more of a one color look, just because of the colors that they have. Last update, neither one of them had pan, so I'm very excited that I hit pan on both of them, especially this one. This one I had the least amount of usage last update, and somehow I ended up with a bigger pan than on this one. The thing with this one's very powdery, and this one, the more coppery one, this is more bronzy and this is more coppery. The more coppery one is a lot more tightly packed, so there's a lot less kick up. This one does have quite a bit of kick up, so even though I've used this one the most, the pan on this one is bigger. How crazy is that? But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with this eyeshadow. I don't think I'm gonna have any shades finished by any means by next update, but I feel like this is gonna be really, really close to being done, just because it's the one that I use every single day for my brows. I'm wearing it today. Like I said, I wear it every single day, and I feel like this one's gonna have a ton more progress as well. So for now, that's what this guy is looking like, and I'm very happy. I'm very, very excited, and I couldn't say any more positive things on this update other than I'm very, very happy of where I'm at with both palettes. I think I picked really good items this year, and I'm gonna work through those with no problem. So that's it for now, guys, for this Pan That Palette update. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.